Hey there, we're heading to Lake Superior for some rocks, hopefully some agates. This is Steve.
Hello.
See if we can keep up with how many agates Sam usually finds. Steve, that's your job, is to do Sam's part, okay?
I'll give it a good effort.
So we're a little bit west of the Two-Hearted River on Lake Superior. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be nice all day, so hopefully we go home with lots of fun rocks. Couldn't ask for a nicer day. No waves. I just stepped into the water and I've already spotted something that might be an agate. You see that white one down there? Haven't picked it up yet, so I don't know. Oh, it's not. I don't know what that is. That sure did look promising. Oh well. Bloop. That one's colorful. Yeah, I don't know what to call that. We'll just call it colorful. See a pretty piece of unakite. What's this one? Oh, that's kind of cool. Call that a maggot, a maybe agate. Not real pretty. It definitely has some agate-y qualities. But I'll leave that one there. Look at this one. Too bad that's so thin. That would tumble right off if you're going to tumble that, but pretty piece of epidote. Just a piece of quartz. Anytime I see something that's red and white or orange and white, I always pick it up just because that's the color of an agate sometimes. So there are lots of different colors in this area. Yep, rocks are getting smaller. You can go out here for some bigger ones. There's another piece of epidote. Water's getting chilly this time of year. Not super warm out today either. That'd be a good one for the tumbler. I might take that one with me. It's another one where I saw white with, some other color around it. Sometimes agates have a quartz pocket in the middle, so I tend to pick those up. That's a bigger rock than I thought. It's like that epidote band there. Mostly granite though. Here's what it looks like dry. Not quite as impressive when it's out on the beach and wet in the sun, but in the barrel it goes. Well, the good looks are back again. Doesn't look dull anymore. Very happy with how that looks. See something kind of pink down there. Pink rocks are kind of uncommon. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that is, but it's pink. Got something, Steve?
Yes. It's nice anyway.
Oh yeah. Quartzite, probably, but really nice quartzite. That'll tumble well. Look at that one. That's beautiful. Well, there's how it looks dry. Hopefully after it tumbles, it looks like it did on the beach. Oh, there's a big crack in it right there. Not much to do about that except lop the whole end off. Otherwise, it turned out pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. All right, Steve's first on the board. He found a whopper. Okay, we're counting it though. I would count it if I found it, so nice job. I think you're going to give Sam a run for his money if you're finding those things.
I don't know where I should store it.
Yeah, well, you got to haul it home. It's like fish. If you caught it, you clean it, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you have?
I'm not sure. Caught my eye though.
Yeah, it has bands, and I thought it was an agate at first. Then I thought it was stromatoporoid. So I pulled out a loop and looked at it under magnification, and I don't think it's stromatoporoid. I'm calling it a maggot. Another maybe agate.
It's pretty.
It is. It's worth picking up, that's for sure. Now something terrible just happened. We're walking down the beach. I see another person hunting rocks in front of us, and I thought, oh, that's not good. And who is it? But Dan Kinney. So I know you're good at hunting rocks, so they're probably all gone.
As I told Rob, I found nothing since the sun came up. I walked about another mile that way and all the way from the bridge at Two Hearted. Nothing since the sun came up. But I found one this morning, first time ever with my flashlight in the dark at 6:30, I think. But
that is gorgeous.
I've had my channel for 2 years and like 2 months, and I'd say this is probably the nicest gem quality I've ever found since we created the channel.
I don't think I've ever found one that good. That is really, really nice.
But I left Rob all the ones on this stretch of the beach.
Well, I hope you left me something, but I was like, oh no, not only is it somebody else hunting rocks, but it's somebody who's really good at hunting agates. So
guys, when I'm watching Rob's channel, I was telling him about my new secret beach, and now he shows up with his buddy.
Oh, I've been here before I even met you. This isn't your secret.
It's just been a good beach all summer.
Well, hopefully we find something that you missed.
And maybe next fall or later fall we can come out here again.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Nice meeting you, and we'll see you guys later. Best of luck. All right.
This is a nice piece of quartz. I don't really like that. That's just staining. But I like the subtle little lines in there. Or that staining in the back. Let's just look at this side. What do you have there, Steve?
Not sure.
Well, that's weird. That
A little fossil.
is it a fossil, or is it or did some other mineral fall out of there? I don't know which it is. That's a very strange rock.
Should we get it wet?
We should.
All right.
Let's do it. I was kind of thinking that. I gotta say, I've never seen that. I think it is. I wonder if it's stromatoporoid. But with those holes are so weird. But that right there, that looks like stromatoporoid. It kind of forms over a rock or something and gets these kind of wavy looks.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Yeah, very nice.
I always think these big white snowballs are fun. And then this one, picked up right next to it. I think that's quartzite. I used to always call these quartz, but I think they're quartzite. That's just a pretty color. I forgot to get a picture of this one dry. So it looks pretty much like it did when I picked up off the beach. But it is dry now, and it was wet then, so it's quite an improvement. That one turned out really, really nice, and I still love the color. It's a weird rock. Picked it up in the water, so I haven't seen it dry. But it feels really rough there. So I think maybe some sort of sandstone. I'm not sure what the harder layers are. You can tell some of those layers are harder because they stick out more resistant to weathering. But that's an interesting rock. Got an Omar, huh?
I did. I don't know what it is about them, but I got a soft spot for them in my heart.
Well, they had a soft spot right there. That's now gone.
They're just kind of bland, and I don't know what it is.
They're very cool, and the holes are always so round.
Yeah.
Do you like the ones with multiple holes?
I do.
How about the ones where they come in from the side and it looks like a Pac-Man or something? You ever get them like that, where the hole comes in this way, so it makes kind of like a C shape?
I have.
Those are kind of cool.
I like them all. I don't know what it is. I mean, you like what you like. Some people don't like them, but I've always had a spot for them.
I think most people like them, yeah. I like them too. Sam picks up a lot. He finds, you like the ones with the holes through them? I like where they go all the way through. That's cool.
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Steve just showed me a couple cool things I think you'll like. That's neat.
Yeah. It's interesting the closer you look at it.
Oh, that's cool. With the little I like that red. So that first one, that's chert, isn't it? With just a
I believe so, yep.
crystal cavity.
Got a little vug in it.
Yeah, I like that. But I forgot to look at the rest of the rock. I was mesmerized by the sparkles.
Yeah.
There's a pretty little guy. Red stripes. I like the webbiness of that. I think you know which one I'm going to pick up, right? Hopefully you pick this one, because that's the one I'm picking up. If it was one of the other ones you wanted me to pick up, I apologize. That's a very pretty piece of quartzite, I think. That one's coming home. I'm pretty excited about this one. I think this one's going to turn out really cool. I'm not disappointed. This one did turn out pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of candy corn. Now let's flip that over. Let's look at the backside. That's pretty close to being an agate. Hey, is there a band right there? Right here. That kind of looks like a band. You gotta get that wet again. It keeps drying off. That's a... You see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's, if it's not an agate, it's about the closest you're going to get to one. I'm going to count it for you.
Yeah.
Now you got 2. Well, you got 1 and 16th.
16th.
That's a pretty one. Epidote, quartz, and I don't know what the red stripe is. Probably feldspar? Steve was just asking if this is unakite, and it's mostly epidote. I don't know how much red it would have to have in it to be called unakite, so maybe. Don't know. That's pretty though. Can't stop looking at it. It is such a beautiful day here. Wind's staying down, getting warmer, and I just found this pretty green rock, kind of a light green. And Steve's got something. Ooh, that's cool. That's what's it called?
I don't know.
My mind just went bright. Magnetite. There we go. The dark stuff, at least, a magnet would stick to that. And then I don't know what this is, if it's jasper or if it's something else, but definitely magnetite.
It's softer. It feels. I don't know. I just like the look of it.
Yeah. No, it's. I like over here this kind of. I always call it geometric. I don't know if it's exactly geometric, but you get these kind of triangles and cool stuff. Steve just handed me this one. I don't know what that is for sure. Kind of looks like the last one, but different at the same time. This feels soft. Kind of rough in there. Just picked 2 up in the water. That's really pretty. I'm pretty sure that's magnetite on the top. And looks like some quartz and maybe epidote, I don't know. And then this little breccia. That one's staying, this one's coming home. Although I think some of these areas might be a little bit soft in there. It looks like it's weathered down a little bit more in the dark areas, so it may not tumble, but it's worth a shot. So how do you think it's going to do? You're going to find out right about now. Well, it didn't turn out perfect by any means. You can see there's some undercutting in the dark green parts there. Some on this side too. But still really cool looking rock. I'm glad I tumbled it. Steve just found something pretty incredible. We're thinking that's a big, ugly agate. Look at how translucent it is.
Yeah.
Oh, then the sun goes away as soon as I say that. Let's take a look at the underside of it. Yeah, I think that's some sort of an agate, or chalcedony, whatever you want to call it. That's big. When he pointed out, he said, "What the heck is this?" And I thought it was like, it looked like some sort of a glob of gelatin or something. I said, "Don't touch it." But now, oh, there's the sun. Here, can I hold it up to the sun?
Hold it up. Oh yeah, it's transparent.
Yeah, that's neat.
That'd be the biggest agate I ever found if it was one.
I think it's an agate.
I do too.
It just doesn't have the good banding is the only problem with it.
Yep.
Carnelian. Something like that. Congratulations. That's cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. As ugly as it is.
Really bright piece of jasper, I assume, down here. It's almost... Is that agate banding? Kinda. Not so cool over there, but this part's pretty neat. This is a really little rock, so hopefully I'm able to keep that agate banding right there. The big hole right here, I think I'll grind that out before I throw it in the tumbler. Maybe grind that out first. We'll see. I did do some grinding on this in my cabbing machine. But once again, if I went all the way through it, I think I was going to lose the whole rock. So, I don't know, it's pretty small. Cool looking rock. Could have been a little better. I think that's banded iron formation. You see it right in the middle there? Kind of reddish purplish. Oops, can't get a hold of it. Definitely banded iron formation. See the sparkle in the hematite near the bottom? Oh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. Steve said he likes this, so I'm going to send him home with that. Here you go. I've got the best biff today.
Thank you. That is nice.
Well, my calm water might be going away. It's getting a little bit breezy. And I just picked this up. Someday, I hope to find a maize and blue rock instead of a green and white rock. Although alpina colors are green and white, so I guess this is an alpina rock. Well, I've got 3 to show you. I thought that was kind of cool. Just kind of a neat little pattern on there. Not as good on this side. Then I saw this one, which appears to have a stripe. Gotta have a stripy rock in a video. And then this one, after I bent down to pick those, I think that might be an agate. What do you think, Steve? I haven't picked it up yet.
Oh yeah.
That's something.
That looks agate-y. Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that big one you found. It's kind of a cracked up mess, but if you're calling your big one an agate, and I am, then I'm calling this an agate. Not beautiful though.
I think it's all the right material though.
Yeah, it's got that translucency. Now, next one. Next 2, we each got to find one with some beautiful bands.
Banding.
Well, I just found something weird. I want to call it an agate. It's not an obvious agate. And there's a little quartzy window right there. It's kind of like the color and the, it's like a paint agate. Paint agates tend to be kind of that color sometimes and not as translucent. I don't know, what do you think? Is that an agate? I think it is. That's an interesting rock. I don't know if I'd call it beautiful, but it has some sort of agate-y qualities. Another really pretty banded iron formation. You can see the hematite on the top there pretty clearly, but look at the red. More hematite right there. That's beautiful. There's orange on my finger. Is that from this? Nope. I don't know where that's from. Well, I picked this up and handed it to Steve because I thought he might like it. And he started going, oh, that's cool, that's cool. So I figured I better film it. It is pretty neat, though.
I think it's beautiful.
I guess that's why I showed it to you.
Yeah.
So you guys can thank Steve for being able to see this one. 'Cause if it wasn't for him.
You got to admit that's nice.
Oh, I do. That's why I showed it to you. That looks like a nice banded iron formation. Yep. It is. That's a great one. I like the colors there. Nice contrast. Well, do you think this one's going to tumble? Not super confident that it's going to turn out great, but I guess we'll find out. Well, what do you think? I think it turned out pretty good. Sure could have been a lot worse. That's a nice stripe. That's an above average stripe. That stripe doesn't show up quite as well when it's dry, but hopefully when it's tumbled it comes back. Well, the stripe survived. You can see I got some little bad spots there. Don't know if I didn't tumble those out well enough at the beginning or if those pop back up in the later stages of tumbling. A lot of times if you've got soft spots, they start to show up around the third or fourth step. They don't show up at the beginning so much. Cute little rock. Well, you have tiger eye there?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It does, except we don't have tiger eye in Michigan. I was trying to get it in the sun, but the sun's not cooperating very much. That's a cool looking rock though. Oh, neat colors. I don't know what it really is. Chert? Might be chert.
Kind of has a chert feel to it.
Well, it's been pretty slow in agates. I haven't turned the camera on in probably an hour, but I just found that little tiny guy just glowing in the sun. It's teeny tiny, but still fun to just find those little guys. Carnelian's probably a better word for it. I don't think there's any bands on it. Kind of afternoon and I don't know, 3:30, something like that. Sun's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky, so I might see more of those. Tend to find them in these little tiny rocks. The big ones are, I don't know, too thick to glow or something. How far do you think we've walked, Steve? Well, farther than we can see. Yeah, I'd say 2 miles probably. Very slow 2-mile walk.
Yeah.
That's a pretty piece of epidote, or unikite I should say, because there's a bunch of red over here. Yeah, it's like a marble or something. It's beautiful. Oh, the sun's even gonna shine on it. The water's calmed down nice again. It was getting a little bit choppy there for a bit. I was just out in that water and found this. I think that's a low quality agate. I'm calling that banding. Not great banding, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. What Steve just found, it's huge. I think that's a little carnelian. Yeah. Pretty little guy.
It's not very big, but they definitely show up good in the sunshine.
Put them in a little jar all together and they look cool.
Yep.
Just pulled this one out of the lake. It's not a very pretty rock, but the color is just really unusual. It's more bluish green than there are a lot of green rocks, but a little different. I like it. So Steve, what was one of your favorite rocks you like to find?
Chert.
And what did you just find?
Banded shirt.
Even better. That's a really nice one.
It's beautiful.
Really good bands. You gonna take it home?
Yep. That one's going in.
That's beautiful.
Going in the collection.
This one's really weathered cool. I think those are just flat layers that have weathered like that, so you get all these little kind of circular things. Well, Steve, if you thought you were going to replace Sam as my sidekick, you failed miserably. You need to find like 3 times more agates than either of us did.
Yeah, he's got the young eyes.
Yeah,
And,
we have excuses.
we have excuses. It was a long day, but we had fun.
It was fun.
Yes.
So if you want to see somebody who really knows how to find agates, I'll put a little link to a video here where Sam's with me on the same beach, and you can find some agates with him. So click on that, and Sam and I will see you over there.
Bye, guys.